for some reason, we have this thing about network marketing, about multi-level marketing, right? What am I going to say to people? What if they ask me if it's multi-level marketing? You know the answer? What else would it be? That's what my answer is. Are you kidding me? What else would I be doing? Do you know anything about this thing? Why would I do anything else? Right? And so we worry about those kinds of things and we don't really understand it. And yet, if we look at our own lives and where we are tonight and where we are today, my question is, what options do you have? You know, I was just realistic with my life. You know, I had a guy sit across from me that said, I'll spend the next 5 years of your life spending my time, my money, my effort, helping you become as successful as you want to be, and all you have to do is let me. And that's what you tell people every day. What am I going to say? No, thanks. Are you kidding me? I said, okay, then do that. And when he showed me the business, when I looked at it in '79, I look at this business now, I look at coaches. You know what I said to him? I said, for the next 5 years, I don't care if I make 1 cent. I'm going to give this everything I got. I'll never quit. I'm going to work as hard as I can, and I'm not looking for anything for 5 years. And I said, but at the end of the 5 years, if I'm not a millionaire, I'm going to kill you. Okay? And I said, I'm a cop. I can shoot you at 100 yards full speed. You know what cracked me up? He looks at me, and you know what he says to me? He goes, okay. I said, this guy's pretty confident, right? And you know, one of the things I found out that laziness, ignorance, and doubt will never saturate. And when I worried about who would get in my business, I worried about what people thought about my business, it really didn't matter to me much anymore. Because I was $250,000 in debt. And I had a stack of bills this high sitting on my table. And I had to sit and look at that, and then I looked at my prospect list of people I wanted to share. And I got real nervous thinking, how am I going to say this to them? And then I'd look at my bills, and I'd look at my prospect list, and you know what? I chose the list. Because I was tired of it, you guys. I was tired of getting up every morning, working all night as a cop, all day in construction, exhausted every single day at age 29, and saying, I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't change my life. And then it was that grinding voice inside of me, someday, somewhere, you're going to do something great with your life. What's it going to be? And that, you know, I knew one thing, that on the road to life, struggle is a lot less painful than regret. That struggle is a lot less painful than regret. And I knew if I didn't do something to change my life, my dream wasn't going anywhere. If you're sitting here tonight and you're saying, this business sounds kind of interesting, I want to talk to somebody more about it, but these people are obviously successful, they're kind of just like me, they have the same kind of story, but can I really do this? Is this really something I can do? Right? My question is, what else do you have? What else is out there that's going to give you the greatest blessings of your life by becoming significant in the lives of other people? Because see, what we do in this business is we create significance and success simultaneously. We don't have to wait 50 years to be significant. Because on your road to growth in this business, when you have 1,000 people in your group or 2,000 people in your group, trust me when I tell you this, the significance that you become in the lives of so many of those people will be much greater blessing than any money you ever spend, any car you ever drive. I lived in a 14,000 square foot, $5 million house. I drove every kind of car there was. I lived that whole lifestyle. And you know what was always the greatest? Was a note that somebody dropped you and said, if I hadn't met you at Starbucks that one day, my life was over. I had no other choices in my life. And so we make choices, right? This company will be a $1 billion company because of the leadership of people just like this. When you have that kind of leadership built on that kind of integrity, drawn also by a company with people like Carl and Brett and Jeff and Alethea and people like that that have integrity and character, and they get the mission, okay? Nobody's going to stop us. We're the stealth fighter right now going across the nation. Nobody really even knows who we are yet. Kind of hear you, beach body, I've seen that. What's it really all about? And you know what? You get to tell them your story. You get to tell the story. And that's the simplicity of the business. Is it an overcoming story? Yeah. Is it the story of how this company started? Yeah. Is it the story of a company that's just driven by a bunch of passionate people? Do you have to be out of shape and in terrible physical shape to build this business? Heck no. You just got to have a dream. You got to have something you want more in life than you ever wanted it before. Because see, most of us dream way too small. Most of our dreams are so small because they're easy to accomplish. You know, I'm going to challenge you. Dream something that scares the crud out of you. Get a dream so big that you think about it and it scares the heck out of you. Because that's going to make you change. It's going to make you struggle. It's going to make you go to a place you've never been. Because I'll tell you, if you knew you couldn't fail, how big would your dream be in your life? If you knew you could never fail, what would your dream be? How big would it be? Carl believes, I'm 100%, 1,000% convinced, he believes that this business can never fail. You know why? Because it's built inside the hearts and the souls of people. You'll never take them down. You will never take Mike and Tammy French down. You'll never take Christy McLean down. You'll never take Charlene Booker down. You'll never take Tracy Mullen and Doug Fitzgerald and Robert Hutchins and the leaders around the country. You're not taking them down because their life's changed. They're the soldiers in this business. Try to be. You can't. And they can't stay quiet. And when you have a company that's 3.5 years old with that kind of intensity, that kind of focus, that kind of mission, trust me, we are just getting started, you guys. So if you've looked at this opportunity, and that's been around a while, and this has been around a while, let me just tell you something. You can talk to a guy who's 60 years old, a guy who's been in network marketing industry and business for 35 years, and I'm telling you right now, there's nothing in America that will ever touch our business. Ever. Because when you have what we have, when you have that in the hearts and souls, when you have people's lives changed, when people own these dreams, and see, now it's not just their mission, they're part of the bigger mission. It's back to back. And we got a thing we always talk about, back to back. What is that? The Israelite army always fought back to back. Because if you're at my back, nobody's going to kill me from behind. And if I lose the battle up front, it's my fault. But nobody's getting me back here. And that's what you have in this company over a 3.5-year period. I've never seen the strength of leadership. I've never seen the commitment. I've never seen the intensity. And I've never seen a company sold out to a dream and sold out to a mission like this company. And that's why I'm working with them. And that's why I'll be here for a long time. I can't imagine going anywhere else. I told Carl, I'm committed to $1 billion. It'll come. It's going to take developing leaders. It's going to take finding people like you that all of a sudden decide for maybe the first time in your life, you know what? It's time for me to do something with my life. I've heard the voice. It's never going anywhere. That song inside of me, it needs to be sung, right? And man, if I'm 60 or 70 years old, I'm not going to look back and regret what I didn't do. I'm going to make a difference. Because how many seeds in an apple? 8 to 10? How many apples in a seed? You got 2 seeds right here. How many thousands of people from that organization will come from 2 people with a dream and a man that can hardly tell a story because of the emotion of his life? Because, you know, I sat there, when you told me that story, when I heard that story and Tammy was saying about Mike, as a man, I'm going, my ego's like, food stamps for me and my kids? Are you kidding me? There's no way, man. But he didn't have a choice. You know, and then to have a strong wife like this. You know, as a man, you're sitting here today, you know what the guy told me once? If it's not better for you and your kids than it was for you, you failed. As a man. I'll tell you what, that slapped me right between the eyes. But I believe that to be true. So when I heard her tell that story, I said, man, I can't imagine, bro, what that had to feel like. Because, man, I don't want anything to happen to those kids, right? And some of you are sitting here today, and I just want to tell you tonight, kind of wrapping up, you're playing with your life up. You're throwing the dice, hoping your job's here a year from now. You're throwing the dice, hoping they don't repossess your house. You're throwing the dice, hoping that just maybe something's going to change in your life. You know what? What now? What now? That's the question, what now? I know all of you aren't going to build this business. I know some of you are brand new here tonight. You may get involved in the business, you may not get involved in the business. But you have to ask yourself this question. How many more days, months, hours, seconds, years do I want to go until I take charge of my life and I start to make some changes? Charlene and I were talking about today when we were driving. In my life, you know, I had a dad that left when I was 7. I had an alcoholic mom that drank for 40 years. I had 3 abusive fathers that beat the crap out of me. I had this really bad life, okay? But you know what? I came to a point one day where I said, you know what? What now? You know, I can't change my parents. I can't change where I came, but I knew one thing. I could change where I was going. And that's the opportunity you get with a support system like this and people like this in your life. And that's why I'm 100% convinced every one of you should be in our business. Because of the culture, because of the support system, because of what's there for you. I'm 100%, I will say that every day of my life. But I know not all of you are going to get it. You know what's fascinating about this business? And leaders like this, back here, they know this. I remember hearing a guy named Lombardi. You ever heard of a guy named Lombardi? Great coach, Green Bay Packers, one of the greatest coaches that ever lived. Vince Lombardi. He tells a story about his training camp. And he tells a story about how these rookies would come into camp that they drafted. And they'd be sitting in a room like this, and they'd had their first workout, and they'd all be sitting in a room like this, 3 or 4 rows of, I don't know how many guys, I don't know how many get drafted in the NFL, but all of them, here they are. And Lombardi would give them this best talk. And then he would say, you know what? He goes, you know what I love to do? He goes, when I was done giving my talk, he goes, I just walked down the row and I looked him in the eye like this. Just kind of looking each one of them in the eye. You know, just kind of staring at him. And you know what he said? He goes, you know why I did that? Because he said, I had no idea who was going to make it. And then he said this, but they did. I don't know how many you're going to build this business. I don't know how many of you are going to choose to live a lifestyle that these guys are having. I don't know how many of you are going to choose to get out of maybe the rut you're in, or the sadness of your life, or the hopelessness of your life, and change it. I don't know how many of you are going to. But I know one thing. Tonight, sitting in your chair, you know that you just about time enough to be over with. So what now? That's what we're going to do. That's what we're about. We'd love to have you guys on this team. It's too big a mission for us to do by ourselves, trust me. There's so much to do. There's so many lives to touch. We just need people that are passionate and want to make a difference. But first in your life, right? Choose to do something great. You were designed for it. That's the way you were created. As a young child, you were born with greatness in mind. But life beats us down. Pretty soon we put the dreams in the attic and we quit visiting. Tonight, I just want to bring them out, throw them in front of you again and say, remember this. Remember what you're going to do. Remember what you want to do with your life. You know what? Give us a chance to help you do that again. And be a part of your life. Make a list of names. Go share this with people. Who cares what they think? It doesn't really matter, you guys. It doesn't matter. Because there's people sitting out there today that need what you have. You know, get rid of the fear. Get rid of the fear and go out there and just share your love with people. Wake up every day alert to life. Passionate about getting up. Passionate about, I'm 60 years old, man, I'm going to climb the highest mountain I can climb. When I get to the top, I'm going to climb one higher. I'm going to keep climbing until the day they put me in the ground and bury me, and I'm done. Because you know what? I want to chug life down. I don't want to go. I don't want to sip it. And neither should you. So maybe some of you just join us, man. Get involved with people like this and make a difference in your life and the life of people around you. And go out and watch what you can do when you realize what you were designed and created to be and to do. Because someday, some way, you are going to do something incredibly great with your life. Hey, thanks for coming tonight, guys. I'm sorry?
Did you want to announce the next one?
Yeah, the 12th, we said it earlier. Robert Hudgens, I'm going to be down here too. Frenches are going to be here. The 12th, it's a Thursday night, May 12th. Robert's going to come in and teach 11-star diamond. Mike and Tammy know Robert and Melissa, great guy. He used to be a paramedic, making a lot of money, lives in Dallas, Texas. He's going to be in to teach you guys. We're really going to do specifics on how to grow the business that night. Mike and Tammy do some teaching too. It's going to be a great night. Hey, go out and bring one person back. We bring one person back with you, we blow this room out, all right? So, and our goal, the next meeting, we're going to have another meeting in June, and then July, our goal is, hey, say to Aretha, hey, go talk about us, dude. We need a joint game plan down there. What number's 150? Piece of cake. Get us. In fact, go get the damn calendar right now. Okay, we're in for July, right? Everybody agree?
Yes.